Life is funny, life is funny, life is funny, life.
Hey friends, welcome back to a new episode of Life is Funny.
Yes. Hey guys, how you doing?
So,
So the reason why we usually slate when we first go into everything we do, as you notice through our other shows, is because we want to know you guys, and you guys have to know us. So that's why we go. Hi, my name is Mike Romano, based out of.
and I'm Kylie Nichols from Los Angeles County.
So the reason why we do that is because that's proper etiquette when you go into your audition, do your self taping, and do everything else for the acting industry.
And it's good
And
to know
some,
who you're talking to. You don't want to talk to a stranger and you walk away not knowing who is this person? What do I need to know about them? And can I even trust this person? It's good to have that formal introduction so you know who you're talking to and what you're walking into, especially on an audition.
yes, and you see it as when we first open up, it seems weird, like you don't know us. We just went in like I was like, hey, what's up, casually. Yeah, you don't do that. You go in professional, say your name, say where you're based at, and if you're on location, just say you're filming at, you're based in, and then wherever location you're filming at.
Exactly. You don't want to just kind of saying off what he said, you don't want to walk in like you're going out on a coffee date. You want to have the formality of professionalism and not just like wearing like a palm tree t-shirt and short going on a Hawaii vacation. You want to be, and I think also attire is also important. You don't have to be like, well, I think it really just depends. But if it specifically calls for like being formal and appropriately dressed, then absolutely go with that route. But if you want to be like, if the place is calling to be like your authentic self, then sure. I wouldn't like for me. I love Halloween. I love spooky. I love gothic. And that is a reflection of myself. But if I have to go in wearing, you know, a nice vest or a cocktail gown or something like that, then I'm gonna have to.
Mhm. Definitely. And also like when you get your sides, sides is your scripts, like tell like a little story of your character, what your character's wearing, or tells you brief description of your character. Then you try getting your character's head and say what would your character will wear. Then you can do that for your audition as well.
Absolutely. It's fundamental.
Yes, definitely. So I hope that helps you guys because that question came up from Isabel from Pittsburgh. She
Okay,
is
not far
a
from where
new
you're at.
actress. She is a new actress and just needed a little push, a little help. And this is what this channel is about. We push you
Right.
guys, we help you guys, we give you the information, and hopefully you take it. If you don't take it, well, that's on you.
Yeah. Because being a performer, you have to abide by those rules. Otherwise, the show can't go on. If you're trying to be comedic, and I hear that is one of the harder topics to actually be successful at. It's not just being like raw jump scare or like drama. You have to know how to do it right in order for it to work, especially in comedy. You have to like reading the audience and knowing how to execute that performance that it works for everybody. And it may not work for everybody. That's no personal taste. And that's fine. But in order for it to work, reading the audience and knowing how to accurately perform that whatever you may have so that the entertainment actually works.
Yeah. And since that you already know me as being a stand-up and funny guy in class all the time. Yeah, I learned from being in improv classes, and also I did take a psychology class on how to read people.
Okay, that's
That's how I
actually
know
smart.
how to do it, in perfect taste, fun, and everyone laughs.
Right. It's especially, and again, like especially in comedy, it's important to know how to do that right. Otherwise, it's gonna be a flop.
Yes. And no one likes
It's,
flop.
yeah,
No one.
especially in comedy, not just in any other genre or subgenre, whatever. Comedy. Because going back to what I was saying, that is one thing that you have to do it right in order for it to work.
Mhm.
It's very important.
Definitely. Yeah. So- Sorry, my phone just got beeped because someone just asked us for another question.
Oh, what's that question?
That question is, well, the same question we talked about earlier before filming, but it's a second question of that question. How do you spot scams? So apparently
That's
that's an important topic.
that's very important.
Yes.
You
Um,
want to go ahead and start with that, or should I?
you said you have a nice, interesting story on that, and it just
Okay.
happened just recently. So let's go with
Yeah,
you.
so um personal experience, um, and I will tell you of certain places or companies or establishments that are scams, but I will cover that in a second. So, a couple months back, I received a call from this casting agency. I don't remember the name of it, but they were calling to see if I wanted to pick up a role for, this TV show, and the location for fitting would be at Universal Studios. And it sound it sounded intriguing at first. It sounded, you know, I'm interested in this. But here's the one thing to look out for. When you're acting, they will never ask for money. When you're signing up for a role or you're going to apply for a role, you shouldn't have to be paying for that. And so when a casting agency is asking you for money, that's an automatic scam because they're going to keep taking money out of your account and you're going to be like, "What the heck, man? What did I do wrong? What went wrong?" Never give them your account information. They're going to pull that money out of you. And that is very bad. Trust me, I almost did. I almost got scammed from that call. But once I realized that they were going to ask for my money to make this happen, then it's like, hey, this is not right. I need to go talk to my mom about this because I could do this myself, but you never know. And so it's always good to look out for those things so that, you know, this doesn't like happen. And so, and, and to continue on, there are a couple of agencies, and you can also do this on like a search engine, but one of them is John Casablanca. That is a fake casting agency that's going to offer you roles, but they're going to want your money. Do
Mm.
not give them your money. That is a scam. If there's any casting agency that's asking for your money, don't fall for it. Just point blank, period. And again, you can also do more research on the internet, but you can hear it from us because personal experience that's almost happened to me, but it's good to look out for those signs.
Yes, definitely.
And you should not have to pay to play. I am very much someone who is very strict and serious about that. I want to be paid for my roles. I want to be paid for giving them my time for them to keep that business going and to make it fair and equal. I don't want to be giving a business or an agency my money when I'm giving them my time. They should be paying me back. And I'm gonna sidetrack for a second on that. When you're with an agency, when you're going for a role and they're paying you, about 10 or 50% of that money that you're getting goes to that agency, if that makes sense. So you are getting a good amount of the money that you are getting from for performing that role, but about 10% of what you get goes to that agency. You are not paying them, you are getting paid for the role,
Yes.
if that's clear.
Life is funny, life is funny, life is funny, life is funny.